Good morning. Changed my table setup a little bit. I rearranged the kitchen for Thanksgiving so that way I could make room for my family that came over to eat dinner with us. I have not done a formal reading like this in a couple weeks because I don't think that reading tarot on YouTube is actually the path that I am supposed to be on, but here is just where I am right now. So welcome in. If you're new here, I'm Naoma, and this is Enlightened Heart Soul Connection. Take a look at the collective energy today. I just got back from Raleigh last night. Me and my dog had we had our very first title exam that we went and got. So she's got to get this title, or had to get this title before we could move on to the next step, which is our protection work. And we passed barely, but we did it. I passed the written exam, and she wasn't like out of control or anything, which I think there was, there was 5 that passed and 3 or 4 that failed. So there was like 9 of us all together, and it was like a 50-50 yesterday for the dogs, and the ones that failed epically. So, pretty happy with that today. Like, I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to go to group on Sunday next week, or this week, and our coach said that the 2 of us that passed, well, the 3 of us, but one of them was our coach, the 2 of us that passed our exam yesterday get to teach this week, so that's pretty cool. All right. So collective. Today we've got the energy of 2 and 7. We've got beloved with radical acceptance. And covenant, a sacred contract. The energy of 2 and 7. Somebody could be 27. This could be February 7th. Something happening on February 7th. This could also be 9. And Garden of Venus with rest and renewal, 25. Ooh, and 26. Gathering around the power of community. See, 7, 8, 9. There is a progression happening. Yeah. Progression. So this underlying energy, rest and renewal, the power of community, I think you're going to find rest in your community. There's a sacred contract in the community, radical acceptance. You may be in hermit mode right now, and you have to accept that you need to get out into the community. Yeah. It's time to step through the doorway here. Alright, what does the collective need today? Okay, so somebody's at a crossroads, a stalemate. They don't know which direction to go. However, a page is turned, a chapter's closed, and there is a energy coming in that's new and grounded and stable and clear. Spirit wants you to accept it. Just community again. You've done a lot of work to come out of this stagnancy in order to get grounded. There was a decision that you made that you are now moving forward through. Could be traveling. The gateway, moving through the gateway. 8 of inspiration. 8-8. I see travel. Somebody could be going, literally traveling to the beach. Radical acceptance. Okay, so oh gosh. 6 of emotions speaks of past memories, childhood memories, or past life memories. You've got the 4 of emotions and then the 6 of emotions, and there's no 5 of emotions, so there's no conflict. It's almost like you're just sitting here and reminiscing and thinking, and I'm seeing like the look on both of these cards, the faces. It's almost like you're sitting and reminiscing about the past, and that's what's keeping you stuck. And then with the 8 of inspiration, like passionately you need to move forward. Three of inspiration as well. Like this is like, be inspired to move forward. take these memories from the past, and so, right, 3 and 4, 4, 3, instead of going backwards. Okay, so, right, if you stay in this past energy, you run the risk of going backwards, but we don't live there anymore. We don't live in the past anymore. We need to move forward and out of this energy. Rest is needed. You know, we see that in the four, we see that rest is needed. The power of community, we see that in the 3s. Sacred contract, of course, 7s all over this table in the numerology. Let's see. So you had to make a choice. You have to make a choice. You have to make the choice to radically accept yourself. Because you've done a lot of work. There's something about yourself in the past that you are staying stuck in. What is this thing? What are you? You just turned around. Ooh, the Queen of Emotions. Trust your intuition. Think gathering around in the power of community speaks to me right now about your spirit team, your spirit guides. There's a King of Materials. Get grounded in your intuition. Get grounded in your emotions. Wes just talked about this in one of his videos from the weekend. Understand that your emotions are directly linked to your intuition. How you feel, trust how you feel. But get grounded in it. Get grounded in it. It reminds me of this Garden of Venus. Okay, so can you tell me more about Covenant? Thank you. Justice. Oh, wow, these 2 cards look so much the same. I gotta show you this. I never noticed this before. How much the same? What are we balancing here? Sacred Covenant. Sacred contract. Justice. Somebody broke their contract, and you're getting justice for that breaking of the contract. 2 of Materials. Oh, Jesus. And the Ace of Inspiration. Okay, so there's a rebalancing happening spiritually in the spirit realms. There's a rebalancing occurring. Ace of Inspiration. What you're going to receive out of all of this is a brand new spark. Ace of Inspiration too. This is, to me, your intuition completely coming online. Your third eye opening, your solar plexus, lots of red and orange. Solar plexus, you know, the lower chakras, root, solar plexus, and sacral. Opening up the heart, which in turn opens up the third eye and the crown. This is third eye. Third eye. Are you ready? You've balanced the energies within your chakra system. This isn't a Kundalini awakening. This is just a general awakening of your chakras. They have been balanced. They have been grounded and stable. Once you move out of the stagnancy of the past, we don't live there anymore. We can move forward. Moving forward will balance this for you. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the 4 of activations, the 3 of Earth Guardians, and the 8 of portals. This is about walking away from the past energies that are keeping you stuck and reconnecting with the energy of the past, but moving away from it, using it to move through to the next thing. We've got the number 66 here. Coral reef with the 3 of Earth Guardians. That's community. And restful renewal. '66 is harmony and balance. Radically accept yourself. I want to read this sacred contract from the Shaman's Dream. Number 7. Commitment, sacred contract, the greater good. You are being invited, because I can't stop looking at it. Like every other card is being confirmed for you. And then I have this sacred contract that I'm not understanding. So let's go. You are being invited now by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The covenant card may also be a call to recognize that an ancient agreement you made with Spirit needs to be renewed or canceled and torn up. It's an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you are unable to sign and seal the deal and commit to it. The reason is that it needs to be elevated to a sacred covenant. It's important that you understand that what you're signing up for. Be sure to read the fine print so as not to commit to something you will soon regret that will compromise your integrity. Don't hesitate to put all your cards on the table so that your motives and desires are transparent and nothing is left in darkness. When shadow elements remain hidden, the covenant breaks down and becomes a contract with an unspoken dark side that is inevitably fulfilled. Okay, so I think we understand that it's clear based on the meaning of that particular card. It is time for you to let go of the stagnancy. Last week, if you go back and look at last week's poetry, Cutting ties and sacrifice were a major theme for this collective. Forward motion at the bottom of the deck. 3 of light codes. Lineage, the Hierophant. Allow this awakening, this spark of inspiration, allow it to push you forward. Allow it to push you forward. We've got the 3 of light codes, the 3 of wands with forward motion, right? We've already seen that card out here once. Okay, it's like this. Doing the things that are the hardest for us are often the most rewarding. So when I got back from Raleigh last night, I had a mountain of laundry piled up in my laundry room. In the spirit of transparency, while me and the roommate were off in Raleigh with the dog, the kids were here by themselves. And I got 3 or 4 blankets in the laundry room that are covered in vomit because they decided that they were going to throw a party while we were gone and made themselves sick. I have to do laundry today, and I absolutely hate doing laundry. Plus, it's supposed to rain today, so I don't know. I don't have a dryer. I line dry all my clothes. I might have to go to the laundromat today, and that's kind of daunting to me because that's like having to spend money. I have to spend money. I don't like to spend money. It seems like there's never enough of it, but we have to push through the energy that we don't want to do something. And if we push ourselves to do it, cleaning the bathroom, taking the trash out, cleaning the kitchen, these things have to be done. Much like moving out of the past is what you are being asked to do. So you have to kind of tighten up your bootlaces and push through that and do it. The ultimate reward in that for this energy is your lineage. The people that come after you will be rewarded for the efforts that you made because curses can be broken. A lot of readers talk about generational curses. These are the cycles that our families perpetuate. Drug and alcohol abuse, physical abuse, like maybe your grandfather used to beat the hell out of your grandmother, and this was something that the family didn't talk about, but the children often witnessed. And the male children took the lead in that, and when they got older, they treated their wives the same way. Maybe it wasn't physical abuse, but it was definitely emotional and mental abuse. And then our generation came along and we decided, fuck that. And we almost took that one step to the extreme and chose to not give healthy consequences for our own children's behavior. And now we've got a generation of kids running amok, which is going to create another cycle. But if we can nurture those kids running amok and train them with the sacred knowledge that we are receiving, that they're connected to everything, that they are connected to everyone, that the words that come out of their mouths hurt and they create blockages for the people that they say them to. I just told my son the other day to be more gentle with his sister, because eventually the words that he says are going to backfire and create a ripple effect, and that he will be affected in some way similarly by words from someone else. So if we can teach these things to our kids, maybe they're older now, maybe they're teenagers. It should have started when they were babies, but they're young enough and moldable still as teenagers to understand. Like, they'll get it, but it might take a frying pan of illumination. 26 on the timer. All right, thank you. The last thing that Spirit wants to say is the Initiate of Portals. I love this card. From this deck, this card is my favorite card. And every time I see this card, I think about that Imagine Dragons song, Eyes Closed. Is that what it's called? Eyes Closed? Yeah, I can do this with my eyes closed. This is the Page of Portals. The eye is the portal to the soul. Even Jesus talked about, the narrow path. The narrow path. And if you break down the Hebrew to it, he's talking about the fucking eye. The narrow path is through the eye. The eye is the portal in which we connect to Spirit, Divine, God. 46, this is 10. I can do this with my eyes closed. And we've got rest and renewal. So there's a message here for somebody about embrace the contracts, embrace the covenants. You've got a powerful spirit team backing you up. Chariot. Nine of Earth Guardians. We're shifting. The energy's shifting. I've been feeling it for 2 weeks. The energy is way shifting. I don't know about you guys, but my dreams are way more lucid. I have more control in my dreams than I used to have. I'm getting downloads and messages and waking up crying, and it was a little unnerving when it started. Because I was dreaming about people that I hadn't associated with in a long time, and I keep waking up from these dreams crying, because I'm doing a lot of energy work, and some of you may also be in a similar situation where you're doing a ton of energy work in your sleep. You are reaching out and helping people through the dreamscapes. All right, so you will move forward independently. You're going to move forward independently. Just take that sacred knowledge that you're getting and use it to help yourself. I mean, this is more pushing forward out of that stagnancy with the chariot. This is Cancer energy. You have to nurture yourself. Nurture yourself. Rest and renewal. Restful renewal. We've got a lot of that out here. You might need to go out into nature and just sit and listen to the birds, listen to the wind, listen to the grass grow. Go listen to a tree. They have so much to say. And allow yourself to move out of this energy so that you're not stuck in a cycle where you're creating more karma for yourself. I love you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.